Alright man, the leader is on the final lap. Give it a final push. The leader has finished the race.
Alright, it appears I'm early today. How's it going, guys? I'm going to take this opportunity to introduce, for those that may be watching this on replay later, introduce the eSeniors GT3 World Championship by just quickly going over and showing their website. Just give me a second here. Hopefully this picture should come to your view right now. Since we have a few minutes before the race starts, I like to introduce people that happen to be watching to, for some reason it's a little smudgy, excuse me, that logo on my screen, but just wanted to introduce you to the website if you're new or interested in driving, or you just want to go on the website and check out the standings and so on. As you see, nice world globe on the screen, because this is an international series of about, I think, there's five actually points racing that goes on in the series. The season is going to start next week, so there's basically a race day for everyone that's interested, and there's also now some guest racing going on as well. So if like you're younger, maybe in your 40s, and you're looking to join, that would give you a chance to join and sample the racing here as well. The admins are names Mark Pocock and Jeremy Arabas. So those are your two contact people. They just started a new series called Lights Out. It's already had its second episode already. They have some special guests appearing on those shows. And it's a good show. You should check it out. Gives you a feel for the type of people that are running this. There's your series administrators right there. Jeremy Arobas, Mark Pocock. It was founded February 2021 by Jeremy Arobas and Michael Banchoya. They're a globally organized esports group made out of 50-year-old and over Assetto Corsa Competizione sim racers. Our winning strategy is adhered to three characteristics that define us as sim racers: dedication, talent, and passion. And if you scroll to the top of this, it's a little smudgy. I think that's on my end, the smudginess, because I just reconfigured my screens just to do this. You'll see there's a link to Facebook.
Go, go,
They have
go.
a Facebook group that makes it very easy for you to contact them. You know,
Green light,
just go
give it
on
all you
there, I
can.
want to race. Or Discord. I'm trying to get this. There's 100% right there. I don't know why it's smudgy. I'm sorry, guys. I just went from, sometimes when I go from triple screen to 3 independent screens, my resolution screws up. So hopefully I'll have that race right for the race. There's a Discord link there, and newly Twitter and Instagram. There's a schedule. You see the schedule is already up for 2022. See round 1, Laguna Seca, weekend of February 11th. Now there's racing before that. It just happens the GT3 series group races will start on this date. Round 2, Alton Park. Round 3, Hungaroring, Spa, Suzuka, Imola. Dude, get some of these lands from far away. Their words are hard sometimes for me. Nuremberg Ring, Asano, Silverstone, and Monza. Takes us all the way to June 19th. Also, there are some important links over to the far right, which also cover the rules, which are important. And I suggest before joining, take the time to read these rules. Know them as best as you can. I mean, you can't memorize them, but good idea to read them and get somewhat familiar with them before you join or before you take the track. And there's a point structure. Something that came in, I think, last season or season before, to make sure that all drivers participating get points. All the way down to the 39th place driver. That's pretty much it for that. And I see here the cars are revving up in the background. Let's take a look. We're currently 6 minutes to go through the actual qualifying, so still killing some time here. That was, you know, I don't know, what are you gonna do? I was planning on doing that either way. I think they'll get it all sorted out. I have the utmost faith in them to figure out what needs to be figured out. Everybody makes mistakes, everybody makes errors, none of us are perfect, of course. And the other thing is about racing in an international league race. There's guys that will compare real life racing to online racing. And nobody here is Dale Earnhardt. Nobody here is Mario Andretti or Senna or whoever you, Lewis Hamilton. There's a thing in online racing called latency. And when you put together a group of international people, everyone could be seeing like a different screen. Their view on the screen might be different than yours. So that even gives more reason. Because if you're trying to pass someone, take your time and pass. You don't have to be up to other guys. It's not NASCAR. You don't need to be up to guys. There's ways of passing another car without, being obnoxious. Welcome, Steve Howells. How are you today? Like, for instance, like this race, I kind of wanted to race today. As you see, so far there's 30 participants. Kind of wanted to race today, but I am horribly slow at this track, and I personally elect not to become a moving cone or obstacle. So when I'm super slow in a mixed race of super fast guys on a track that's high difficulty, I may just make a choice. Like, okay, I'm not going to race today. I'm going to keep practicing the track till I get up to speed. As you see, there's a lot of BMWs. Let's see. We have two. Now, see, that's cool. We have two. We have Aston Martin, first and second right now. Followed by Noble. Noble just went into second. Noble and the McLaren. Bird and McLaren. Howard BMW. Bailey BMW. Buckley BMW. Trowbridge Bentley. Arabis BMW. Buckley BMW. Howard BMW. Bailey BMW. Dear Loving Garland, BMW. Nolan in the Aston Martin. Hoop J, Aston Martin. Skelton's been racing the Lexus right along here. Goddard, McLaren. Pocock, BMW. Bezak and Mark and McLaren. New guy, Homestead, McLaren. Wiggins, Bentley. New driver that just joined yesterday, driving the 44 McLaren. Let's give him a warm welcome. Caballero. Hattrick is racing the BMW. Sousa Bentley. Nemeth next in a Lexus. Jay Larson just joined today as well. He's in the McLaren. David Gerard is in the Aston. And Nikos in the Aston. Good to hear it.
Green light, show them what you got.
I forgot to change the picture in the screen to it still says Alton Park. Details. Showtime. Qualification has began in the screen, and now I'm hearing myself twice. That's not good. It still says the ultimate part. There we go, there's the screen I was looking for. Still trying to get things set up here. I have to switch from the, I'll admit, like when I switch from 3 screens for racing to broadcasting, it is going to be a bit setup time. The cool thing about today's race is you're going to see drivers of all different strengths and weaknesses. I really like that kind of racing myself. I enjoy watching that kind of race. All right, we're just about ready here. Clock's ticking down. We got 3 minutes left in qualifying. I'm going to put up the timetable so people can see the times put up so far. We have Mark Christopher with a 2:05, Mark Pocock 2:05, Nolan with a very good 2:07, Luke J 2:08. Nice! The Group 3 driver, Vandervoort, is a 2:05, and this reason right here is I think sometimes you didn't need to get a better sense of what a driver is from track to track, because that's a pretty solid time for a Group 3 driver right there. But bugs me when people, yeah. So the conversation is, hello Dimitri, how are you today? The conversation is, Steve Howells just brought up, bugs me when people try to overtake you when trying to qualify. And I think people just get out on the track and, you know, you're absorbed in what you're doing as far as the fastest time, and we forget and we make mistakes. Yesterday, during practice session, I came out, excuse me, I came out of the pits completely, I was completely in a kind of a dozed, you know, once after 10 o'clock at night, I get kind of dozy. And I pulled out of the pits from a driver that was on a hot lap. And not even thinking, because I was just, I don't know, I was just kind of in a daisy mood. But that does not make it right. It's still, of course, I get a phone call right now in the middle of talking, which is annoying. But you know, we have to be aware of the other drivers on qualifying and try and leave a gap. Even in practice. It shouldn't matter whether you're practicing or it's a real race, fake race, whatever, it doesn't matter. Vandervoort's time is hanging up there pretty nice, guys. He's hanging at 4th. Very impressive. Let's take a look down the bottom here. Noble, I'm thinking, has not been able to get in a lap edgewise. That's why he's at 214. Skelton at 210. Mark 210. I guarantee some of these times are because the guys can't get in a lap. Goddard 208. Margaritas 208. Some nice times there. Both father and son Hoopjays both at 208. The father has been looking very fast lately. Him and his son must be practicing a lot. I would look maybe at Hoopjay, potential champion for Group 3. There's some good ones, good possibilities in Group 3 for champions. New guy, Jay Larson, in the McLaren is just posted a 2-4, second place. Is in the pits right now. Vandervoort impressed me as a pretty darn clean driver. Lap 1, he was behind me at Alton Park, and super clean going into first turn 1. Super clean. Very, very respectful. Not saying that everyone's not respectful, just being that he's a new driver. Right away I could get the sense that you can trust the guy to race behind you. There seems to be not that these guys up top aren't heavy hitters, but there's no well, David Noble's pretty fast. R. Mark's fast. But there's no, I don't see Chris Bourne. I don't see Derek Bird today in here. Oh, there's Derek Bird, okay. Still 4 minutes and 39 seconds left in qualifying. I never did get my my software up for broadcasting. I need to do that right now. So I would say probably in about a week or less, you'll start seeing broadcasts on the eSeniors webpage. And they're probably going to pick up maybe another broadcaster. I don't know exactly what they're doing, but you're going to have a lot more races this year. So the way the new schedule is, there's more races per week, including practice races. It's going to be a lot more going on, so you're going to need probably more people involved. So as you see, Bezjak has done a 203.147. Very fast guy. We saw him and Gerard go at it pretty good. And look at that. Gerard just went, he's second as well. So now at least these guys have been battling at it pretty good. There's Noble just hopped up to 6th. Bird 8th. Can't say I know a lot about this track, guys. I'm really struggling. This track is kind of new to me this year. Never drove this track before this year, and only driven it a handful of times. And really struggling with it. I've watched a million videos. I just still am not getting this track at all. So off pace. So if we race this during the season, I don't even know what I'm going to do because I just don't want to be that slow. And that's what I'll do with most of the tracks. Say there's a track that I'm like horribly slow at, or I feel like I'm just not getting it. I won't even, I'll just watch. Some folks need to add their countries. That's Stefan Buckley saying. Someone else says it's only a requirement for a league and there are exceptions. McLaren flavor of the day. I had a country code at the end of my name, and somehow when I switched computers, it didn't move over to the new computer. And then when I tried to put it in, it wouldn't accept it. I think I'm gonna have to ask in Discord. Does the country code? I forget. Does it go after your last name? Because I'm not sure. I tried putting it in after my last name and it won't accept it, so I'm a little confused on how I originally did that. Steve House says he could only do a 206 here. I would love to be able to do 6. I'm like, I was trying to do this last night. I don't know if it was late, but I've gone faster. I want to say I've done like, 210s, but man, I wasn't doing the Lamborghini last night, and I don't know if I was tired or what, but I was like, first I was doing like 210 or something like that, and then it just kept getting worse and worse. I kept getting slower and slower, so finally I just gave up and went to bed. After your last name. Yeah, that's what I did. I put it in parentheses, and then I put USA in parentheses, and I hit accept, and then when I went to race, it didn't show up. I don't know. I have to try it again. Because I actually really like that. I like I like being able to, especially when I'm watching the races. I think it's cool to know like what people's origin was. I know Mark says like on his software for streaming that it tells he's got a screen that tells the nationality. I don't think this one that I'm using does that. As always, I will start from helicopter view, about midway back in the pack. Okay, let's see here. Last two drivers, we have the 44 of Caballero, and then Sousa. That's the last one row. Or we could do it this way. We could try and do it a different way. There he is. You can see just the wing. That's the wing of Margaritas. Hoopche. This is not a good. This view is not working out too good. Sorry. There we go. Goddard, Garland, Skelton, Dearlove, Arabas. Wow, look at that. He's got the new Cindio logo on there. Nolan, Trowbridge, 70 plus racer on his roof. P. Kopervik, Homestat, Buckley, G. Rowe. That's a new name to me. Bailey, Ali, Nemeth, 13th. Look at that. After that impressive time, he got pushed back from 4th to 13th. Van der Voort, who's in the McLaren. Howard in BMW. Ponoff. Hoopche. Larson. Mark in 8th. Noble in 7th. Wiggins in 6th. Christopher 5th. Pocock. Gerard. Bird. Wow, nice job of Bird. And Bezjak 1st. Bird's been getting super fast lately here. Yes, thank you, Eric. Hope you're doing well today, and welcome to the stream. Hello, Peter. Hope you're doing well. So we have a total of 31 drivers. We're going to go with the Helicam. Somebody's talking about Ollie's pants. I'm not gonna touch that one. Literally or figuratively. Hope everyone's having a super good day today, and most of all, hopefully all of you are healthy. Seems Jeremy is driving through Terry Trowbridge's car. There we go. Whoever's behind Dearlove is in a hurry. There's somebody at the start when it went green. He was actually inside Dearlove's car. You saw that live, folks. It did happen. There goes Andy Skelton right up the middle. And looks like Jeremy kind of... There's the point. That point right there was exactly what I just made on Discord. The sheep and the wolves. There you have it, folks. Perfect example. That couldn't have worked out better. Here we go. Kopervik. Bam, bam. Look at all the cars being taken out. I'm not sure whose fault. We'll try and go back and look at that in a little while. Let's look at the leader. It's Bezjak, Bird, Gerard, Pocock, Wiggins, Hoop J, Christopher, Mark the Noble, Howard Larson Nemeth, Pona Belly Rowe, Vandervoort, Koprovic, Trowbridge, Skelton, Hoop J, Goddard and Margaritas are in the pits, Garland, there's Ali's gotten himself collected and going now. Caballero, 23rd. Nolan, 26th. Homestead, Hatrick, Sousa, Goddard, and Margaritas all in the pits. And Buckley's on the track. No idea what's going on here. He's just sitting there. I'm sure we'll get an explanation at some point. I hope he's all right. And I hope he's healthy. I hear other cars coming, guys, so this is going to be ugly. Wow. All the cars are doing their best to get around. Hello, Kai. Hope you're doing wonderful today. I don't know. Let's just hope, guys, that Buckley is okay. And something, let's just think hopeful thoughts that... There he goes. He's moving now. Oh, my goodness. Whew. And I think he's disappeared to the pits now. No, he's still there. They're still showing he's there. There he is. This is very strange. His car moved, and now he's just sitting there. This is probably a good reason why you should have like one guy that's watching the race that's just signed in as admin. There he goes, finally to the pits. We have a whole host of guys in the pits now. Sousa, Buckley. We've lost 2 drivers. Goddard, because we're down to 29 now. Goddard, Homestead, Larson. Let's go to the front. There's Bezek. There's Bird. Bird's about to be passed by... Not sure who that is. Must have been Christopher. Wow. Christopher. No, that wasn't Christopher in the black car. I have no idea who that was in the black vehicle. Yes, I think I just wanted to go over the leaders quick. Let me see if I could go back. Sometimes I can, sometimes I cannot. Let's see. The very first incident was between the 97 and the 304. Let's take a look at that. Oh no, let's see. Yeah, let's see if we can go back and look at it. There we go. He went off and basically slid back on. I would call that a racing accident because he didn't really do that on purpose. The next incident was between 22 of Vandervoort, 58 of Rowe, and 304 of Koprick. Let's see if we can look at that. We're up on the hill here. I think that might have been Ali in the green car that was off the... let's take a look at it again. See, if you look, there's a green car that spun out, and that's what caused that wreck. So they all tried to slow down and avoid. And then we have the 712 and the 26. Let's see if we go back and look at that. Got the boot from behind basically. And then the 73 and the 23. 73's I don't think any longer on the server. See if we can look at that. Can't really look at it. It's kind of blocked. That looked like Jeremy off the track there. Okay, there you have quite a mess here. That was the 97 and the 73. Take a look at that again. Then there was an incident with the 97, the 2, the 98, and the 67. I have a feeling this was just some kind of pile up. He went kind of weird there. Yeah, no, he just hit the guy in front of him. That's what happened there. Then they all just piled in. 304 in the 73. This was the beginning. We're going back to that beginning. They just went. It looks like Buckley got hit from behind. And the 2 in the 67. Wow, look at that 3 wide, guys. 3 wide. First lap, round first corner, pretty much. That's what we're talking about. Sheep and wolves. I think it's going to come a day where just everyone's going to go for it on lap 1. Then we got this 88, 11, and 304. This is at the beginning. Look at bit of a kerfuffle going into that turn 1, and now we're pretty much all caught up. Our leader in the 28 is Bejak. His fastest lap in race trim is a 203.870. Fantastic. Wow, he's flying. Behind him is Pitbits, aka David Gerard, who makes a lot of wonderful videos on YouTube showing all the different views. Does a tremendous job. Highly recommend checking out his channel. 3 with a very solid run so far is Mark Pocock. His fastest lap is a 204.9. 4th is Mark Christopher, who is under pursuit by Hoopjay, who that might have been the black car that I was talking about earlier. I couldn't figure out who the black car was. Mark behind Bird. Hoopjay pounds the wall. Bird breaks up. Very gentlemanlike. Hoopjay gets back on and right on it. So Bird picks up a position there. Bird is just really a wonderful talent. Yes, I like that idea, Dimitri. I always made me laugh so much that I almost had a cough. This is a new name. I've coined it. I coined many things with my silliness. Mount Kerfuffle. Oh, somebody just lost it off the track there. Our biggest gainer here today has been Oh, he just went to the pits though. Look at that. I was just gonna say Terry Drobridge. Terry's upset. He just posted a 4-letter word, which is J-O-K-E, and he kept it clean. Skelton was a huge, had a huge, great race, and he's up 13 spots anyway, with all these people leaving. Look, we got more guys in the pits. People are just checking out. Garland, Nemeth, Ponoff. It's a tough race, guys. Down to 29 competitors. Goddard is currently 29th. But people are actually, which I think they should do, since this is a practice race, you know, they're going back, repairing their cars, and then getting back in the race again. And just use this session as a practice. Why not? First race of the week is always by far the most dangerous race. You know, people are just learning the track again, getting their sea legs. So every week when this series starts, another week rotation, you can't hold it against people. I mean, you can in a way, but like at the same time, I think you got to give everybody a little tiny bit of a break, because it's a brand new week. They're just getting used to the new track that they haven't raced in, you know, maybe a month, maybe 2 months, and they need to figure it out again. And I'm usually one that's pretty strict on people, but I think the first race of each week, people have things to iron out basically on the different tracks. So we have some thank you notes in the chat here. Somebody needs to pee. Somebody's talking about Ollie's pants, which you covered already. Somebody's asking where the Thunder is. I guess he's talking about AC/DC, the Australian band. That's covering the chat. Covering the chat, brought to you by PWS. Thank you so much, PWS, for sponsoring this championship series. If I had the URL to your website, I would definitely give it. Sorry, I'm just not that prepared. Kevin Torrance, hello. Welcome. If there's any driver you would like to view, let me know, and I'll or view or whatever you want. I'll concentrate on that. There's the standings of this race right now. Your leader, who led most of the race, or first, 10 minutes of it or so, has dropped all the way to 13th. I don't know if I could see what happened to him. I will try. 13. I don't think I don't have that. It's number 28. It just says he might have had a runoff. It doesn't say he has an actual incident. It just says at 12:34 there was contact. Maybe he had wall contact. I don't know. Could not say without actually looking at the replay. There's contact between the 420 and the 33. And then there was contact between Bird and Christopher. I don't know if we saw that already. Let's take a look anyway. Very, very little contact there. Just a little touch. And then, let's see, 69? Isn't 69 pulling off? Yes. And 97, which is gone now. Let's take a look. You be the judge? I'm not going to be the judge too much because, you know, if I'm the judge, then I get called out. I don't really need a bunch of DMs. 667 and 19 also had a little bit of a vent. Not too bad, just a couple little touches. Just letting him know he's there, and then he got spooked by it and ran off, it looks like. Reese Wiggin has hit the pits. Howard pits. The big mover right now is Bailey, who's moved up 9 positions, and Group 3 driver Rob Huche has moved up 19 positions. 19. And his number is 98. I'm looking through the incident sheet. He was only caught up in that bit of bumping in the beginning of the race. So he is kept out of issues, it looks like. And done a great job. He started 28th on the grid and currently is 19th. That's what it says anyway. Started 28th, but he must have fell back and then moved his way back up for it to show 19 positions. And right now he has the driver that was leading the race, Bezjak, behind him, who was trying to find his way by. Both of these guys, this is for position, they're both on the lead lap. So even though Bezjak might be a faster driver, Huche has every right just to race his line. Yesterday in the see Bezjak, see that? See now Huche, look at that, Bezjak just spun out. See Huche, this is what could have happened here. Huche, if he let him by up in the top hill, he could have got collected in that mess that just happened. And yesterday during the stream, they talked about not fighting. It might have the appearance that they're fighting for their position, but not fighting a faster driver. Well, this guy has cleanly raced his way up to 9th place now. And he might be a Group 3 driver, might be a little slower, and it's a 209 lap. His best is 209. His last, that's his fastest lap, his last one. He has every right to his position, and just because he's racing the track, that also does not mean that he's fighting for his position. He's just driving the track. It's up to the other drivers to get by him cleanly. Like that guy. That guy just passed him on the straight. That was for position. That's right. You gotta have patience. Hello, Jorgen. I hope you're doing well today. Here's your leader. Turned 205s. His best lap was a 205.010. And his last lap was still in the 205s. Behind him, Pocock Behind him, Bird. You see the gap on the map. The triangle, who is about to pass someone. Oh, he's passing the people in the pits. As you see, the triangle signifies the leader. The red dot on the map signifies the position of the current driver that's targeted, which is Derek Bird. Fourth place, Mark. That's Hujay that went off there. Behind him, Noble is working his way up, doing a fine job. 205s. Mark Christopher just got a stop and go. Bailey 7th. Vandervoort, I think, guys, is going to be a very, very, very good driver. Just watching his early races that I've watched, very calm, cool, collected, steady driver. This is going to be a guy that we're going to be happy to have race around you. He's going to race in a predictable manner. I don't know the guy, but just by watching the way he races, it's pretty sensible. See, he thought about he hesitated because he thought the car was going to turn into the corner, so he held back. And then he waited, the car changed his mind, and he took the position. This guy's got very, very good control of his car. I'm doing pretty good, thanks. I appreciate you asking. Having a pretty good day today. I'm warm, got a full belly, and I'm not working, so that's a good day. And I got a smile on my face. See how much faster Bijak is now. We saw earlier Bijak hit the wall and then fall behind Hoopche. Well, he was right behind Hoopche when he hit the wall. But now he's so much faster, even though he had that accident which he lost literally like probably about 8 to 10 seconds. He's within a lapse time, he's run down Hoopche and passed him. Dear Love running nice steady 209s, running 11th place. Andy Skelton, best 207.9. That's a pretty sweet lap. I wish I could run a 207.9. Harrison Nolan, 209. Usually Harrison runs this really, I guess he's got two eSenior cars. Can't see what it says on his thing, but he has a real nice looking American flag car too. There's our new driver. This is his very first race. Hopefully he'll still want to keep racing with us. I know there was a lot of incidents. Hopefully he doesn't hold it against us too much. Hugo Caballero. That adds some interestingness to this race in this league. I like that name. That name has some real character. Nemeth in 15th. Ponov 16th. That's right. Can't ask for much. Well, there's one other thing, but you know, we're not going to get adult on this show. Hattrick in 18th. Wigan in 19th. There's Garland. Arabis. Sousa right behind Arabis. Ali 11th. I'm not sure what happened to Ali earlier. Just want to be clear. Something happened. The trees were in the way, and I couldn't see it. But he got either bumped into a wall or he got hooked on a wall, and then a bunch of cars got collected behind. But all in all, people probably seemed to make it by him pretty well. Another new driver, Homestat, running 24th. Terry Howard seems to have an event. It's a 201. I have no replay on that. I'm not sure if this was when this happened. Oh, okay, we already took a look at this, I think. Just a touch. There's a 28. And he's all over. I believe his name's Hugh Patrick in the 82. Blue flags are waving. There's not a lot. There's not a lot to do if you're up in the hill like that. There's not a lot of places to move over. I think if you move over and slow down in that section, you're gonna looking for trouble. But for some reason he backed off, and he's going to be too far back that he's not going to be able to get the pass. Maybe he's just trying to run laps, I'm not sure. Also, Bezak has run his way back to 9th, and he has one pit. He pit. Not only did he pit, but he was able to pit and then move right up. Same thing with Nemeth, running 14th. We're down to 27 drivers, 4 of which are currently in the pits. Here's Hoop J, currently hanging in there at 10th. He is the highest, well, technically is the highest of last season's Group 3 drivers right now in this race. I kind of like to keep track of the Group 3 drivers. I'm interested. I have personal interest in what they're doing. But Vandervoort, I think, is also slated as a Group 3 driver, and he's looking just really good. Bailey. I would say Bailey is definitely doing really well too. He's moved up 9 positions since the start. Hoop J's son, Niles, who you used to see talking a lot in Discord, has decided to pit. He's currently running 6th. So Papa's going to pick up a position. Yeah, look at you got Andy Skelton in 12th. I'm not sure. Oh, Sousa is running 21st. He's got a couple of drivers behind him. He's got Terry Howard, who's a lap under Sousa. And behind Terry Howard is the 4th position with Sousa. So Sousa versus Homestat is the race. Terry Howard is the blue flag that's trying to challenge Sousa. this also becomes sometimes an interesting predicament. Now, keep in mind, and I'm not just saying about Terry or anyone else, a lot of faster drivers, it's very common for them to be like, blue flags, get out of the way. Well, now you have a faster, it's a situation switch. You have a faster blue flag driver that is, see, Sousa went dramatically out of the way there, I think. You have a blue flag driver that's actually kind of interfering with a green, two cars on the same lap. And he's much faster than them, so he doesn't just have to yield to them. He's gotten by them. But in the process, Sousa lost the position. Tw 12 minutes and 41 seconds. Not sure what that was about. Sousa, that's just slowed Sousa down quite a bit. And now he has another driver all over him who's a lap behind. Let's take a look at this chat. Okay. When are the idiots going to learn you can't win it on turn 1? That's something should be after the race is over, not during the race. And I can remember earlier in the year, I forget, I had a disagreement on something that I wasn't too happy about. And I used the word, this was like back in March of last year, I used the word idiots. Something about idiots. If idiots could something. And I got reprimanded for using the word idiots. So let's see now. I'm gonna put Jeremy's feet to the fire. Let's see him reprimand the guy that is doing the sponsorship of the quote race, our server. I personally have a serious issue. This kind of chat should not be raised. All this chat should be turned off during a race. Other drivers should not have this on their screen. It's a distraction. See, Sousa goes into the corner. You watch the other drivers go by. Let's see if. Oh boy, that was pretty cool. I mean, not cool for Sousa and not cool for the other drivers, but pretty cool capture right there. Sousa having a rough time right now. Let's take a look at the leaders. Gerard. If you look on the map, he's the red triangle. Behind him is the 13. Coming right around the bend right now, you see the 13. Clicking down to 9 minutes left. Can Pocock cover that gap. Behind you see Bird. Could be eventually a good race for third between Mark and Bird. Noble, fifth. Bailey, sixth. Vandevert, seventh. Mr. Hoopjay has moved up to ninth. Dearlove, 10th. Andy Skelton, 11th. Nice showing by Hoopjay and Skelton. Nice showing by Nolan up to 10th. Look at this. I think he said he was 62 years old. I believe this is our gentleman that resides in Mexico. Our new driver has moved all the way up to 14th. 17 positions increased. He started 31st. He's raced cleanly all the way up. Jorgen Pedersen, who is generally very fast, says, I'm thinking of going out to practice before the season. They are very fast. I did 4 laps this afternoon on race room 206, 206.4. 206, those are fast laps, guys. There's nothing to sneeze at right there. You're racing with Hugh Hattrick, number 82. What a great name. Garland has made his way up to 8 places. As the race is starting, seriously settled in, like after about, I would say a good 20 minutes, things. We had quite a few people leave the track. We're down to 29. And 2 drivers are in the pits. If you're watching this on replay later, just keep in mind, guys, this is the first, if you're watching this and you're like, ah, man, this is a rough race. This is the first race of the week. It's been on the rough side. Tempers are kind of flaring a little bit, but you have to expect a little bit on the first day of a new track, especially a track as technical as this one. This is a very, very tough track to race. And I think this is the type of track that really you have to have a little bit of forgiveness on. Stuff's gonna happen. There's the 88 car of Jeremy Arobas. He's currently running 17th place. As you see, there's a big gap behind him. The next car back is the, it's hard to see, 667 of Wigan. He's a lap down. Behind him is Ortner. Here's your leader. Oh boy! Car behind him just slammed I think it was Harrison Noel, just slammed the wall there. There's Pocock. See, this might give Pocock a chance to close the gap, because if you look at the triangle on the mini map, you will see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cars in front of your leader. So, as you see, there's a huge gap of almost 4 seconds between the leader 986 and the 13, but with all that traffic left, and 3 minutes and 20 seconds might make that last minute of the race really interesting. Pocock just did a 2:05.89. Bird 2:05.297. And I'll tell you what, Gerard's last lap was a 2:04. He's just melting this track. He does not want to relinquish or take a chance on letting a win escape. And I have to say that winning this race, no matter what your skill level is, if you're head and shoulders above other drivers, it's still very much an accomplishment. Down to 24 drivers right now, 1 driver in the pits. The 98 of Rob Hoopjay is in a very, very solid 8th place. You see, he's the red circle on your mini map to the left, and behind him is the 1 for Dearlove, but he's way back, and Dearlove has Skelton all over him. So right now, Hoopjay is the last worry of Dearlove. Yes, I agree. Thank you for agreeing with me. I mean, if people don't agree, that's fine too. I'm just happy people want to hang out. I'm not always right, but generally, if I don't think I'm right, I don't say anything.
Right, man. Leader is on the final lap. Give it all you can.
Final lap. This is a good battle between Dearlove and Skelton. Dearlove's got the inside. Going to the helicam. Dearlove's got the pass. And he's taking the position from Dearlove. Well done. This guy, Skelton, is a much, much improved driver. Every single week, this guy gets better. If you're watching, if you can't see that he's improving, you're blind. Let's just put it that way. Every week, I've been watching this guy. Every week, he improves. Yes. Dimitri makes a very, very good point. Only admins should be able to chat, to give info and messages. I mean, when people enter the server and still practice, I think it's okay. Greetings, hey, how are you, blah, blah, blah. That should be it. And then, let's move on with it. There should be no race chat, no qualified chat. The gap between Gerard and Pocock is still 4 seconds. To Bird, 10 seconds. 3-second gap between Mark and Bird. 5th place, Noble. 6th place, Bailey. 7th place, Group 3 driver right now he is Vandervoort. 8th place, Group 3 driver, Rob Hoopjay. 9th place, Group 3 driver, Andy Skelton. 10th, and to round out your 10th is Dear Love, Group 2 driver.
The leader has finished the race.
The survivors. Leader has now finished the race. There's Pocock. Birds coming around. Jeremy Arobas. Wow. New driver. Big no-no. Nemeth, you're nothing but a brainless Rambo dive bomb. It's so typical. Bad idea. Don't do it, guys. You want to make comments like that, that's a big no-no. DM the guy after the race. Don't make it public. Or wait a while. Take some time. Go look at the... There you go. He's going to PM him. That's the way to do it. So, yeah, Bailey 6th, Vanderboort 7th, Hoop J 8th, Skelton 9th, Dear Love, Nemeth, Caballero, Hattrick, Arobas, Lortner, Garland, Larson. Larson's the new guy, came in 17th. Today was his first race. G. Rowe might have been his first race today, I think, too, 18th. And Sousa hung in there at 20th. Homestead, 19th, Hoop J, Wiggins. Yes, Andy. You have to give a guy a credit, you know, like guys just hammer it. You can tell the guy's putting in tons and tons of time. He's got coach. He got a good coach, and he's sticking to the one car. He's got a plan, and he upgraded his equipment, and really good, really good. So if you're interested in joining this group, all in all, this is a very good group, guys. This race at this track is super, super tough. It's the first race of the week. I keep saying that over and over because you got to give people a little forgiveness in a race like this. You know, it's tough. This is a tough track. Everyone's practicing the track. So anyway, if you're interested in eSeniors as a guest or as a driver, you could find them on Facebook. You just type in groups, type in eSeniors, or go to Google, type in eSeniors GT3 World Championship, and don't be afraid, don't be timid. That's how I found this league through a driver that's no longer here, in Rogerio Santos. Didn't know a word of what he was saying, but then I'd see the title, it'd say eSeniors, and I watched them for about a month, doing practice races last February, and that's how I found the league. And anytime you put this many people together, it's hard to organize this many people and have everyone have the same opinion. Main thing is, to enjoy your hobby. Try your best to treat everyone as a neighbor. Not so much just a fierce competitor, but a neighbor. And, be humble. So, anyway, thank you so much all for viewing. And it was a very interesting race. I enjoyed it very much. I hope you did too. So, signing off. Till next time. We'll see you again. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Green light, green light.